Yeah, I think this entire process of these allegations that are being made uh, reflect a deep sense of desperation on behalf of the LO. Uh, it looks like they are running out of issues related to governance, and now they are sorting to personal attacks at a personal family level, which is very, very unfortunate. But nonetheless, for some clarification, since he has made those allegations, this was a case that happened in 2017, which was during the time when the LO was the chief minister. And investigation started that time itself. In fact, investigation went on for almost a year. Government changed. And after that, the entire investigation again went on for another year. There were allegations that we tried to interfere. If we had tried to interfere, then the transfers would have been made immediately when we came to power, which was not the case. They were allowed to do the investigation for almost a year without any kind of interruption from anybody, because we believe that there should be free and fair investigation in all these aspects. But obviously, in due course of time, whatever transfers and postings that need to be done on a normal basis, on a routine basis, was done, not just for one or two individuals, but for many officials throughout the system. So therefore, it was a routine transfer that was done, and not at all done with any kind of intention as being alleged by the leader of opposition. In fact, if you were to go back into history, you would see that when there was a situation of a prostitution racket being run out of a guest house that was owned by the then Home Minister in the Congress government, that time in this prostitution racket that was there, within 1 month's time, the concerned officer and the investigation officer was transferred for whatever reason. And if that is not interference in the investigation, then what is? So therefore, they did that during that time, which I feel was very wrong, and they should have allowed the investigation to continue. Like in this case, investigation went on for 2 years. Secondly, it is also important to note that when it comes to the actual process, SS Netcom was a company that was into call center business. They set up the first call centers in the Northeast and serviced clients like ASL, Airtel, and Idea. And as the call center business became more competitive, SS Netcom decided not to continue with the call center business of the telecom companies because the rates were not feasible. And at that time, investments had been made in the call centers. And therefore, in order to get the return back, the company at that point decided that they should be leased out. Now, when the leasing out or renting out takes place, we all know that there is a due process that takes place. There has to be an NOC from the SP. There has to be an NOC from the district councils. There has to be an NOC from the Rangbashnaus. And during that phase, the NOCs were taken from all these agencies, including the SP at that point in time. So if the LO is alleging that due diligence should have been done, well, it was done by none other than the SP during that time. So therefore, the process was followed. And after the procedure was done, the place was rented out and the concerned individuals were running the operations from there. Therefore, these kind of allegations right now that have been given by the LO, it really is, as I said, is unfortunate. It just looks like they are now trying to divert things, attention. They're not being able to find issues. And now they're sadly going into personal issues, really those matters that have been sorted out in the past. Proper investigation has been taken place. In fact, individuals who were linked to this from the companies that were running it have already been arrested and action has been taken against them. So therefore, it's sad that he's bringing this out, and it's unfortunate, as I said, and therefore I have nothing more to say, but I thought it's appropriate for me to clarify to this press about the allegations that he made. You see, again, it's very, as I said, unfortunate that they keep repeating the same points again and again and again. These points have already been clarified by the Power Minister during the session. They have raised this issue, and we have raised and we have clarified it in the press also, as well as outside also. These procedures were followed as per the guidelines. All the necessary steps that had to be taken were taken. All the approvals and the clearances were given by Government of India. If there was a situation where there was something that was being done wrongly, or there was some kind of a situation where it was not properly done, Government of India would have intervened. Government of India would not have cleared the bills. Government of India would have stopped the implementation of the project. But they did not, because all procedures were followed. Now, if opposition thinks that just by them repeating again and again and again that this is black, this is black, this is black, and they think that everybody will just believe this black, it's not the way things work. So I think it's important to now realize that they should come out with issues that are important to the state. We are all working together here, and just sticking to the same old points is not going to serve any purpose. Everybody knows, as I said, the procedures were followed, and that is the reason why Government of India has ensured and allowed us to move ahead with the projects, and they have been implemented. Thank you.